All right, we are back with some more minor league esports presented by APM Music Action. My name is still Chaser. Joining me, it's my favorite rat. It's the War Rat. War Rat, we're going to have Wizards versus Pandas going up for the Master League standard gameplay. What are you expecting to see from this matchup?
Ooh, Wizards and Pandas in the Master League. You know, Master League, I love to watch. I love to cast it because you never know what happens. Both teams are highly competitive, and either team can come out with the victory. I mean, we're looking at the series records. You know, Wizards sitting at 13-12, and the Pandas are sitting at 17-8. You know, on paper it's a little different, but it doesn't translate to the gameplay. The gameplay is completely different, and I'm going to pick, even though I lose every time by doing so, give me the Wizards 3-2.
Wow, I didn't even have to pressure you for that one. Normally, I gotta give you a little nudge, like, "Hey, what are you gonna pick for the series?" So I'm gonna go. You said Wizards. What do you say? 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2.
I am gonna go Pandas 3-2.
Oh,
you know, normally you see me going with the larger end, going 4-1 or whatever, but I'm gonna go Pandas 3-2 in this one. I think that with the combination that they have on the field, you've got some of the top Sal players in your Rodin, then you've got Smoka and Woozle on the field for the Pandas. I think that combination is going to be good enough to really do very well in this matchup.
Oh yeah, but don't forget about the Wizards though. They got Hyper, Dom, and Mykopolis coming on the field, and I played with Mike a few times when he was at Academy League, and boy, gee willikers, did he dunk on me multiple times. So I'm excited to see what he's capable of doing here. I know he's an excellent player, and don't sleep on the Wizards. I mean, I know I predicted. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling good tonight, Chaser. Like, you know, you normally have to pressure me, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excellent. You know, normally I don't do this type of thing by, you know, predicting, but tonight I do feel like the Wizards are going to pull this one out of the hat.
Well, that's what happens when you are a magician like that. That typically happens. You get those types of things to happen. You pull rabbits out of the hats and wins out of the hats, and we're going to see if they can do so against this tough Panda squad. Is the aggression from the Pandas going to be enough, or are the Wizards going to be able to magically get this victory? Here we go. Kickoff in game one.
And here we go. Your Rodin taking it down the field already for the Pandas, setting up a counter shot. But no, it's not going to happen there. Smoka just going to take it to the... Oh, what a backflip by Dom. Gets a chance to pull it around. Doesn't really work. And your Rodin's going to take it out. Hyper now going to put it up to the top there. No, it doesn't work. Woozle's there with it. Mykopolis with a miss on that one. And so far, it looks like both teams are just feeling each other out.
Yeah, very much back and forth for the first 30 seconds of this game. This clearance going to be very good for the Pandas. They're going to send it downfield. That's going to be picked up by Dom. Dom's going to get it past one. It's going to be a catch coming out from your Rodin there. They're going to play it into their own corner. Good challenge coming out by the Wizards as Hyper sends it across the front. Back across it goes. It's going to be a cutoff, though, from the Pandas. And the first couple attacks from the Wizards have been very, very dangerous here through the first minute.
Yeah, very dangerous, and still they're setting it up again as they push this ball towards the Pandas side, even the corner most of the time. Dom is just putting that one. Rodin's going to wait patiently, put that ball past Mykopolis, who gets past Hyper, has an opportunity to strike for the Pandas, passes up to Smoka. Smoka can't get a touch, but a follow-through by Woozle goes in. Woozle is going to put the Pandas up 1-0.
Well, the Wizards have been attacking with a lot of pressure. But the first goal going to go to the boys and girls in black. The Pandas striking first off that great passing play coming through. And that is going to be a very good start to the series for them. This ball going to be in the offensive zone here again for the Pandas. But it is going to be carried out by Hyper, who sends it into the right wing corner. Opportunity to strike here is going to be saved. Mykopolis with another shot on net that time. Demo on the back lines from Mykopolis as well is going to give the Wizards another opportunity, but it is going to be another demo the other way as the Pandas get ready to strike.
Yeah, they're definitely putting on the pressure now ever since scoring that first one. And Mykopolis is going to do the same thing. He's going to get himself a demo. The Wizards are now turning the tides around, but can they score? Can they tie the series up? It's yet to be seen here as the Pandas push it again to the other side of the field. And what a great touch by Smoka. He's going to try and pass down to himself, down to his teammate, or probably shoot it himself, and it doesn't work. Yet Dom's down there, doesn't really get anything, gets past another. Oh, and it's a few missed touches on the side, and that could be a factor later in this game.
And here comes another shot from Rodin, but it is going to be shut down by Mykopolis. A double commit coming out from the Wizards is that one from Woozle is going to go east to west across the Wizard half. It does go back down the other way. Dom with a good clearance and a demo onto Smoka. Another demo onto Woozle as well. Rodin, the only Panda remaining, but they are going to carry it downfield, getting a 50 as well to slow the attack down coming out from the Wizards.
That was a great job getting that double demo, but unfortunately Rodin just good enough to keep that on the Wizard side of the field, and a few bumps are still happening there. You know, both teams playing aggressively. Rodin's going to take it down the field once more, pass up, and nothing comes of it off the backboard. Dom's going to take it the other way now. Let's see if he's capable of getting it around. Oh, it's a follow through by Hyper. Oh, can't find the back of that. Woozle gets a great save, and still the pressure by the Wizards is good to go. Can they find a way to put it down? Dom gets it off high off the backboard. Mykopolis comes up, can't find anything, puts it off to the corner, and the Wizards are still pressuring, but they can't find that goal.
The Pandas defense standing strong so far through game one. Another chance going back the other way for the Pandas. That's going to be to the near post. Woozle had a crack towards the net, but a follow-up going to be needed now from the Wizards as they get it back to the offensive zone. Smoka going to send it down to midfield. Gets a second touch on it as well. Double commit from the Wizards. Is Rodin going to be able to take a shot? No, they're going to misplay that one. Now Woozle's on the back foot, along the backboard. Shot coming in. Hyper's going to tie the game.
What a beautiful play by Hyper himself. You know, notices Woozle all alone, catches him off the back foot, and just has to sink it in, and he does that, and now it's a tie ball game. Both teams coming out, you know, to putting the pressure on the board, and finally the Wizards were able to score one. You know, we see all 4 shots there, and, you know, we'll see if that translates into the last minute of this game here.
Well, the Wizards are going to try to get out of their zone here, but the Pandas have the pressure now. Rodin and Smoka both getting good opportunities, and Smoka's going to capitalize with 60 seconds left.
Wow, just unfortunate touch by Hyper, which Smoka was in a great position, just great awareness on that one, able to put the Pandas up by 1 now. A minute still left to work here for the Wizards. Let's see if anything comes of it as the kickoff is going to happen right now. It's possibly in favor for the Wizards if Woozle doesn't touch, but he gets a touch on that one anyway, and Dom coming in takes it around. Can he beat Smoka? Can't beat Smoka. Hyper gonna get a touchdown to the mid there. Hyper gonna try and do something himself, but gets challenged out. Mykopolis puts it back to the mid for Dom. Dom's in clear position, tries to beat one, can't find it. Mykopolis gets demoed. It's just the Wizards' attack was stopped there as Woozle is going to demo Hyper and possibly put it off the backboard. It's dropping down now. Anyone home? Hyper gonna send this one back out to the mid. Rodin down to anyone down there. Unfortunately, nothing's happening for the Wizards, and you gotta wonder, Chaser, if they can figure out a way to beat this defense for the Pandas.
Well, this is a good opportunity for them again. It's going to be a good challenge from the Pandas. 10 seconds remaining here. Good pop-up from Smoka, following it up as well. That one to the back wall. Follow-up shot going to be needed from Rodin, and it's going to be there. That's going to be the nail in the coffin for game one.
Wow. You know, just, you know, we talk about this for 5 minutes. You know, the Wizards pushing and pressuring the ball, but every time the Pandas push on offense, it feels like they're getting it done a lot more. Obviously, the score is 3-1, and, you know, successful pushes by the Pandas team, which helped them win this game one.
They've done a very good job of capitalizing when they needed to. That ball does touch down, and game one will be that 3-1 scoreline for the Pandas. So a very good job by Rodin, Woozle, and Smoka to get that first game under the in their hands, really. They took full advantage of every opportunity that was afforded them by the Wizards, and that's exactly what you would need to do in this first game of the series.
Yeah, they definitely won a good game. I mean, to the Wizards, you know, they definitely had a few mistakes, which the Pandas were able to capitalize on. A few missed touches you didn't want to hit, and just the Pandas are just in the right position at the right time. You know, we've seen that touch by Hyper, who didn't really get a good clearance off the goal line, and Smoka was in a great position, great time, and that's what it felt like this entire game. You know, the Wizards, multiple pushes, multiple opportunities, but in the end, the Pandas are just there when they need to be, and it's resulted in a 3-1 win.
Yeah, and you know, the shot differential only 1 as well, so very evenly matched as far as amounts of pressure were involved with. So it's a very, very good win there for the Pandas as they are going to look to try to get game number 2 in their hands as well. For the Wizards, you got to try to get a little bit more physical. I know they were going for those demo plays, but it seemed like every time they tried to get a demo, it was just a little bit out of position for a shooting chance.
Yeah, Hyper, got the double demo. A few other Wizards got some demos and bumps, but unfortunately, it was like their main priority, getting the bump or demo, which could result in a great opportunity in the score. But unfortunately, no one was there to capitalize. They were just out getting demos, and you gotta clean that up though. If you gotta look, you see a player going for a demo, you should call it out, or you should recognize, hey, I hit this ball, he's going for a demo, maybe I can stay here and go with this play and score. But let's see if they can clean that up here in the next 5 minutes. And Woozle gonna start with the demos here, gets a demo on Hyper. Smoka puts it up high up to Woozle. Woozle gonna put it off the backboard. Anyone home? Not yet. Yorodin coming through, gets challenged by Hyper, and Woozle already another demo. And we talked about the Wizards demoing. The Pandas are coming out very strong this time with the demos.
Ultra aggressive physical play coming out from the Pandas to start out game 2. They're trying to keep it going in their favor. Up comes Woozle. They're going to lose that 50 to the double commit from the Wizards. An opportunity for the Wizards. They're not going to find the mark that time. Back goes Dom, turning on that ball. Gets it past one. Trying to get a secondary one into the middle for their team, but it is going to be a big clear from the Pandas, and they are looking to get the counterattack started up here, but another demo from Yorodin, and just demo after demo coming out from the Pandas.
It's like symmetry of like last game. The Pandas are coming out strong with the demos, and they can't really find anything off of them, similar to how the Wizards in game 1 got a few demos but couldn't really find anything off of them. The Pandas, however, still good striking wise. They get the demos and they still find a way to pressure the ball. As Smoka gonna roll this one around. Mike Hoplis got to get that one cleared away, and he gets beat by Woozle. Dom's waiting for it, gets the catch down to the corner, but gets beat out by Yorodin. Pass over to Woozle. Oh, no one's home yet. Mike Hoplis can't hit the ball, but Hyper's there to follow this one up. Hyper gonna bring it around, pass over to Mike Hoplis. Nothing comes of it, and all pushes from both teams are currently been stopped. Who is going to break that barrier and score?
Both teams trying to break the ice in this game. Nobody found the mark yet. Here come the Wizards for their next attack. Oh, it's cut out immediately by Woozle. Opportunity shut down quickly, though, by the Wizards again. Yorodin pops that one onto the right wing. Had an opportunity, but it's going to be Dom first to that ball. Up goes Hyper, trying to get a bouncer. Gets it past one. Ball into the middle. It's going to be along the backboard, though. No shot to be had for the Wizards that time. Halfway through in game number 2. We remain scoreless, but here come the Wizards again. Good shot from Dom. Hyper with the pass, and they are going to jump to the lead.
And this is what you wanted to see out of the Wizards. They've shown it in game 1, but they couldn't really connect. This game, they have connected, and which gives them a 1-0 lead here at the halfway point. Still plenty of time for the Pandas to come back. Like I said earlier, it's like a symmetry game. The Pandas getting these demos and bumps and getting the aggression out, but unfortunately, the Wizards are able to counterattack, and Yorodin's going to get another demo there, which kind of slows down the Wizards' attack, but not really. As they're pushing this ball, Woozle's going to get himself a demo. Two players for the Pandas go up. Mike Hoplis doesn't get a good touch on it, but if it's a pack pass to Hyper, maybe. Hyper's going to go up with it. Gets past one. Off the backboard. No, Woozle's up with it. And we're, 2-minute warning now, Chaser, for this Pandas offense.
Yeah, they're trying to get it going once again. Smoka actually taking the ball to the back wall once again. Woozle going to the backboard once more. Hyper plays it off the ceiling and gets that second touch that they needed to get the clearance away from the net for the time being. Again, cut out though by Smoka. Gonna play it back into the corner, picked up by Dom. Dom's gonna get the flick over one, a double commit from the Wizards. This is an empty net. Can they get the pump? No, the Pandas looking for that physical play still. Nothing doing, and now the clearance the other way. Is that going to be on target and in? It is on target. The dunk from Dom, 2-0.
Wow, what a play by Hyper and Dom. It just feels like it's just the Hyper and Dom show for this game too, because both these players have just put their backs on the line, just throwing the ball up there, passing it to each other, and it's just working out for the Wizards this game too. The Pandas playing the aggressor here, but unfortunately it's not working out. It's still another push by the Wizards, and Yorodin is going to try to stop that one for now, close one by Hyper. Hyper gonna take it, but gets beat by Erodin. Dom comes in to pass to the mid for Mycopolis. Both Pandas players miss. Mycopolis gonna put it on the backboard. Hyper is gonna put the Wizards up 3-0.
That is a very, very big goal coming out from Hyper here to give them that third goal in the advantage. I always talk about a 2-goal lead being the worst lead in Rocket League. Sometimes you get a little bit, nonchalant about your play, and the other team is able to take advantage and get back into a game. But this feels like a fully dominant game coming out from the Wizards. They have shut down the Pandas, and really it comes down to that physical play. I thought that the Wizards were going to continue it, but they've adjusted very admirably and have been able to keep the Pandas off the back lines.
And they have done just that, just playing this game like they should have done in game 1. They stopped focusing less on the demos and bumps and went more for their play style, the quick passes to one another, the pinches, the 50s, this is the Wizards team that you expected to see, and we've seen it definitely here in game 2. As the Pandas got to adjust now to the Wizards. How do you do that now? You just think about it. You just got possibly shut out here. There's still time for the Pandas to score another one, and they might do so. Dom's going to clear that one away. But how do you sit there, think about what just happened? We played aggressive, and it didn't work. What do we do? Like, is there any way we can figure this out? Open the playbooks, because it's time to answer back if you're the Pandas.
Yeah, now we had a tie series, 1 game apiece in this one. So really it's going to come down to, I feel like they overcommitted a little bit on that physical play. They were really aggressive early on, and it worked at first as far as pressure goes. But the shooting was there from the Wizards here. They were able to get through that pressure and start their own offensive attacks. And at the end of the day, those shots came in with nobody really in a good spot to make a save for the Pandas.
Yeah, like I said, it feels like the opposite of game 1. We saw in game 1 the Wizards overcommitted on the demos, the pressure, the aggression, and the Pandas are able to break out and score. The same thing happened here. It feels like the Pandas just overly committed on the aggression play, and unfortunately for them, the Wizards were able to find a breakthrough, and they rounded up a 3-0 sweep or closeout in game 2 here. So both teams going into game 3 with a few more questions in their head. Like, does the aggression play work, or does it not? Like, do we demo? But if we don't demo, how do we get rid of the defender? So, there's many questions going into this game 3, and I feel like they're all going to be answered in this next 5 minutes.
I believe they will be, but I think the aggression needs to be toned back a little bit coming out from the Pandas. We'll see if they do so. The adjustment going to be needed. This kickoff is going to be a possession for the Pandas right off the rip. It's going to be another opportunity for Smoka. Going to the back wall. Good read off of the backboard from that clearance from Dom. So very good job from the Wizards not allowing that attack to push forward. Erodin going to get a save on the other end off of that shot from Mycopolis. Opportunity for the Pandas. Shot going to be to the near post. Good touch away. Follow-up going to be on target as well, but Hyper just rips that one away from the goal line.
Hyper playing great defense, back post defense. The back post defense is one of the most important things in this game. I've heard about it. Well, I'm sure we've all heard about it. You gotta play back post, and Hyper in the right place, right time to keep this game 0-0. And a shot coming through from Mycopolis. A great shot. Smoka, good defense on that one. Still, a pressure from Hyper past to Mycopolis, and the Wizards are gonna start this game with a 1-0 lead early.
Yeah, and again, the backboard ringing out here for the Wizards. Almost an overcommit from Dom as well, but Mycopolis is able to get that shot onto the near post for the Wizards to get that lead. We'll see if they keep up this pressure. That's 4 goals unanswered for the Wizards as well, so they are really rolling offensively. They're going to look for another one here. Shot to the near post again. Mycopolis is going to take it, but Woozle's going to get that clear and the save. Follow-up touch going long down to the Wizard half. And in comes Smoka to the back wall once again. Pop up for Mycopolis. This could be a goal for the Pandas. It is going to be, as Erodin will tie it.
Wow. I don't know if Mike wanted to put that up high. Rodin read that beautifully. He saw the touch. He saw it going way too high for him. No one was there. All he had to do was just put that in the top shelf and, just tie the game up, which exactly that's what happens. And now both teams playing at a tie ball game, and, both teams 2 amazing goals here. Let's see if anyone can really shut this either offense down, because both of them are just really just rocketing right now.
We'll see if they do so. Hyper's going to play that one in front. Good clearance coming out from Woozle. Follow-up touch from Mike Coppola sends it back into the offensive zone for the Wizards. Up goes Hyper, trying to play it back in for Mike. It's going to be cut out, though, by the Pandas. A bounce from Eurodin, but it's going to be a drop into the front. It's going to be a shot coming in. Very good job of not allowing the pressure to crack that defense for the Wizards. They're back into the offensive zone, though, once again. But again, just a very good job by the Pandas getting that clear. Back down to the other half, dropping straight down in front, but no shot to be had yet. In comes Woozle again. Another great save coming out from Dom, though. Back the other way we go.
The Wizards holding on strong, that defense, almost in scary times, 2 times in a row, and they finally get some breath of fresh air. Mike Coppola's gonna put it up high. Dom can't find it. 2 Pandas players up there to stop it. Follow up by Hyper. Hyper can't find anything off it. Eurodin gonna take it with him. Gets a good challenge now. He's still got the ball, puts it down. Mike Coppola's gonna get bumped, but it's still going the other way. Smoka, though, gonna get 1 beat. Dom's gonna 50 that out. Mike Coppola's going to follow this one a little bit, waiting for his perfect touch here. Opportunity shot on target. Eurodin going to put this one away from the net for now. But how much longer can this Pandas defense hold out? Hyper almost gets a good touch, and the ball's going back the other way.
That one was on target as well. Dom had to make that save happen. Mike Coppola is going to get the clear that they need, though. Back the other way it goes. Good demo by Eurodin. Follow up from Woozle, puts it to the back wall. Grabs that corner boost as well, trying to get that starving factor in play on the Wizard defenders. Good pinch. It goes across. Good catch, though. That's going back the other way. That might be in even, but a good job of recovering there, as that was very dangerous for the Pandas, but they get away with one there. They're going back to try to counter. Nothing doing that time either. Back to the midfield. We're getting a lot of back and forth. Another opportunity for the Wizards. Nothing doing that time, though, either.
Now it feels like a ping pong or volleyball match, if you will. Both teams just booming the ball down to each other's end and seeing if they can actually get one. This one might go in, though. Oh, it's so close. Off the post. Another follow-up shot coming through. Can't find it. And the 4th defender coming in handy for the Wizards here, as Hyper is going to dribble it. Can't get past one, though. Less than a minute remaining now. Both teams putting their best shots forward, booming this ball to each other's end, figuring out if something works or not. And you gotta wonder if it's going to work out, or we're gonna see an overtime here.
Less than 40 seconds left now. This one, that's toward the Panda net. That's going to be having to be saved by Eurodin, and it is going to be. Back in it goes. 30 seconds remain now. Wizards, they have Hyper putting that one back in the offensive zone, but again, another good touch coming in. That could have been probably left for Mykopolis, but it's going to be a bump anyway by Dom. Dom's going to drop that one in. Here comes the shot. Mykopolis, slower one, bouncing it underneath one, but not able to get it to the net. Still dangerous here for the Pandas. They're able to catch, and they're able to just control that ball out. A little bit of a miss there from Eurodin. Another opportunity there for the Pandas. Can they get the shot? That one's on. That one's in. 0 seconds. Woozle gives the win to the Pandas.
Unfortunate. Hyper tried to make it work. Eurodin, great touch. Mykopolis a little too far, and the ball is gonna fly in. 0 second goal for the Pandas. That's amazing. That's a good feeling to have. You won 0 seconds on the clock. How much confidence do you got now going into the next game? And the Pandas, great job. And we saw this game 3 just being played. It felt like volleyball. I'll hit the ball to you, you hit the ball to me. I'll hit the ball to you, you hit the ball to me. Let's see which one hits the ground first. And the Pandas come out with this one.
Yeah, they come away with a win with that 0 second goal coming through from Woozle, but not really the story for the Pandas there. 5 saves from Eurodin would be the first part of that story, and the remaining 3 saves from the Pandas. They had 8 total on that game. And the shot total from the Wizards, they had 12. So a lot of pressure from the Wizards, but the Pandas are able to squeak out with the win here. So again, we're seeing the physical play go away, the aggression go away, but the actual pressure itself in the favor of the Wizards, and they're not able to capitalize. They're not able to win the game.
Yeah, you know, we see the pressure, and unfortunate Mykopolis was up a little too far on that one. He didn't expect for Eurodin a great touch past one Wizards defender, which eventually led to the Wuzo goal to win the game. But, you know, like I talked about in game one, you know, it happened in the last game. You know, the Wizards putting a lot of pressure on the board, but the Pandas able to squeak out of it, you know, getting that quality push out the field and able to score, which, you know, of course they ended up winning. So let's see if the Wizards can answer back a little dial down on the pressure, and let's see if they can clear this ball here and get some quality pushes down the field.
Well, that is going to be their first attack right here. Hyper going to get a good challenge onto Woozle. This ball back in the offensive zone, though, for the Wizards, as Dom will catch it there. They play it back into the left wing corner. Going to be dropping down maybe in a good spot for the Wizards, but nobody commits on that one as they saw that clear coming out from the Pandas. There's going to be another clear coming back to the Wizards half. Goes to the corner. Smoka off the back wall. Good read from Dom. He's going to set it out, though, but it's going to go straight to Woozle, who's going to have another opportunity. Not able to get that into the middle. Follow-up shot from Eurodin. Not on target either, so a little bit of, you know, just trying to probe the back lines of each other's defense through the first minute.
That's a funny word. We're not going to talk about it, though. Eurodin going to get a good touch, and this is going to bounce off the Wizards' backboard. Dom's going to wait patiently, going to take it up in the air, past the midfield line. Dom going to try and get it around one defender. Can't do it. Here comes a push by the Wizards. Both players pushed up a little too far. Unfortunately for the Pandas, it didn't really go anywhere that time. But a demo coming in from Hyper. Woozle going to take a shot with that one. Oh, a great beat. Still in danger zone for the Wizards, and they somehow managed to clear that one away out of harm's way for now. Ball up in the air for Smoka. Smoka going to put it past one. Try looking for the pass. Can't find it. Hyper going to take this one the other way. The Wizards are now pushing this ball. Eurodin gets good save. Over Mykopolis. This ball could roll through. Can't find nothing, and it's still tied 0-0.
And that was a golden opportunity there for the Pandas. Now, though, Hyper back down in front of the Panda net. Dom's there to take a shot, but they're backwards. They're not able to get the power needed, and it is saved out by the Pandas. Eurodin out into the middle. Woozle trying to take a shot. Not finding anything that time either. Back into the Panda half. Here comes Mykopolis. It's going to be Eurodin with a win on that challenge. Going to play it slow. They pop it up. Trying to get a commitment out of the Wizard defense. It's not going to be found. The flick does not beat everybody. Now back the other way go the Wizards. They're trying to get past, but again, we're feeling like that volleyball ping pong play coming out from both these teams again.
Yeah, like we saw in the last game, you know, both teams are now just hitting the ball, booming it down the field, and looking for that quick transition offensive attack to really get the point, and both teams doing a great job of reading that multiple times and seeing the ball get close to shoot. Oh, Dom, like I just said there, couldn't really think about the work because that happened so quickly, and the push goes back the other way. Another shot coming through for the Pandas doesn't work. It doesn't work, and both teams having great pushes, but it's just not finding the back of the net. And you gotta wonder, though, you know, it's the clock's winding down. Do we see another 0-second goal from one of these teams?
Well, right now, the Pandas have started to generate a lot of attacking pressure, not really finding anything through the Wizard half so far, though. Mykopolis plays it back into the left corner. Good challenge coming out. This could be an opportunity. Eurodin's going to take a shot. It's going to be onto the near post. It's a little bit wide, though, as the ball gets back to midfield. Going to be a good job of slowing that play down by Woozle. Smoka drops that one down on that midfield line. Up comes Eurodin. Eurodin going to go to the back wall with it this time. It's going to be a good clearance from Dom. Picked up by Woozle. It's going to go out into the middle for Smoka. Smoka's there, but it's going to be a good challenge in the air by Hyper. And nothing doing on that attack from the Pandas. Oh, and the Wizards act the other way!
Oh my, wait a minute! Hold on! Wait, what happened? I wasn't even paying attention to Hyper on that sidewall there. Excellent touch, which I'm sure the Pandas weren't paying attention to him either. And Hyper puts the Wizards up 1:10 left to play, and that was a sneaky play by Hyper for that one. And just a really great job by the Wizards to, tighten the lockdown and push this one back the other way. And there goes another one, potential goal coming through. Rodin's got to get a save, which he does, pushes down the field. Oh, and there's another one for the Pandas. Another goal just being shot straight on the net, and it's a tie ball game.
Both of these goals that have happened for each team have just been sneaky, fast shots towards the net that neither defense was ready for. Dom trying to get some boost to make a play, and they're not able to get back to the ball in time. So just under a minute remains. Now the Pandas are going to have another attack here. It's going to be a demo by Rodin. Smoka going to be looking for a back pass, challenged by Dom. Pinches that one back down into an advantageous spot for the Wizards, but a good challenge once more from the Panda back line. Here comes Mykopolis trying to send that out into the middle. Good one coming out, though, again from Smoka as they send it back across the midfield line. Oh, a miss there from Smoka that time, though. Could have the Wizards into a good spot. Hyper fakes it. Here comes the shot. It's going to be on target. Save there by Rodin. Upfield goes Woozle. It's going to be directing that one towards the back wall. Fall off from Rodin to the post, but it's not going to be on target. Now the counterattack the other way, though. Is this going to be a chance for the Wizards to get the game? Dropping it down. No, it's going to be a miss. And 10 seconds left here. Nobody able to get anything going.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last 5 minutes, it felt like both teams can't find it. They can't generate the formula. And unfortunately, 2 of those goals in this game have been really quick, sneaky ones off the side wall. The Pandas have an opportunity here to strike and can't find it. It's a pass up. Woozle's there. Great interception by him. It's a pass over to Woozle once more. Oh, Hyper saves it again. A follow-up behind Rodin. And Rodin is going to win it for the Pandas in overtime.
Man, what a give-and-go play from Woozle and Smoka, but Rodin is the one that finalizes this game. And a great shot slotting that one inside the upper 90. And the Pandas taking game number 4. And man, oh man, that was a very tightly contested contest. Matchup in this one. It's so close. These teams are both right there. Neither one of them really wants to give an inch, but every time there's a goal, it's just like you said, the sneaky play that nobody's really ready for.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like, that at this point, the sneaky shots are what need to happen, because obviously it worked for both teams. They both have been booming the ball. They've been aggressive, but, you got to figure out how to way to make a play that the other defense isn't ready for. And the Pandas capitalized on one of them, and the Wizards were unable to save all 3 members of the Pandas coming in that overtime. Rodin picking up that win. 6 shots for him. Lots of pressure by the Pandas in general. And even the Wizards, they were lacking a little bit all the pressure, but still, it didn't feel like that. It felt like a closely contested game, which ended up resulting in a really close score of 2-1.
Yeah, and we went to the overtime frame as well. So, man, that's a tough way to lose if you are the Wizards. But, hey, they got another game here to try to pull it back. But, man, oh, man, are we going to see another Panda win, another tight game? We're going to find out. 5 minutes on the clock. War Rat, here we go. Game 5.
I need a seatbelt at this point. I need to get buckled in. I don't know what's going to happen here in this game 5. The Wizards starting early with this attack. Smoka going to try and put it around to the other side to throw out that offense, but still, it's still coming. The Wizards are still keeping this ball on the Panda side of the field. Hyper does a great job at pushing this one. Smoka, however, going to send this up to Rodin. Rodin can't hit the ball. Smoka going to get demo, or not demo. He's going to get bumped a little bit. Hyper gets past one. Can he get past Smoka, though? No, he doesn't. Dom's there with the follow-up. Dom's taking a shot. Dom's going to score. It's 1-0 Wizards.
That's exactly what you need to see for the Wizards. A good flick coming up from Hyper, putting Smoka in a really difficult position. Rodin was just a little too quick to come off that back post. They could have stayed put a little bit longer and made that save, but it is going to be the lead here to the Wizards at the start of game number 5. Smoka going to drop that one down in front. Good challenge from Hyper. Sends it east to west across the net. It's going to be a shot back the other way, though, as Woozle hits it at 420.
Oh yeah, they did that on purpose. It felt like, the score, the time. But unfortunately, the Pandas, it feels like every time the Wizards figure it out, the Pandas punch him right back in the mouth, tying the game. And like we said last game, this could be another Pandas win if they keep this level of play up. You wrote it. Pushing the ball once more. Dom had to get up. Another follow through by Woozle here. The Pandas are now waking up in this game 5. And if the Wizards don't do something quick, I definitely feel like this is going to be a runaway game.
Definitely could be, but still remain at a tie game right now. Here come the Wizards, though. It's going to be a ball out into the middle. Actually, nobody up there for the Wizards. It's just going to be Rodin going ahead and playing that one to the corner, out of that dangerous area of the field. Good upfield pass goes to Woozle, but just not able to make contact on it. Oh, a team bump there gets Mykopolis hitting that one back into the Panda half. A good follow-up there on target as well, as Hyper got the shot, the save coming out from Woozle. It's going to be a outlet pass. A follow-up from Rodin is going to be the goal, and it's 2-1.
Wait a minute. What a shot by Rodin. We saw the follow-up coming through, and unfortunately, it wasn't as clean as it looked like. It was a Bardowski's, hitting the bar and in. What a shot, by Rodin. Just over the defense, and the Pandas have that lead now. All they got to do is sit back, play defense, and take good shots when need be. All you got to do is just, play Rocket League. Don't let the Wizards do anything else with this ball. And trap them like you've been excellent doing throughout this entire series. Wizards definitely going to get this attack now. Good opportunity, but no, it's sent the other way. Back on the Wizards corner. Oh, gets past one Pandas defender. Can he get past another one? Smoka, good touch. Rodin's up. Rodin can't find it. Down to Smoka. Dom's there with it. Gotta get it around, which does Woozle. Great pressure still for the Pandas here, and you gotta feel like the Pandas are slowly suffocating this Wizards team.
They let off a little bit as here come the Wizards, but a big clearance again. Woozle up for Smoka. That one's on target as well. Gonna be saved by Dom. The follow-up from Mykopolis gets it away from a shooting chance. Ball back into the middle, as it is gonna be a shot coming in from Hyper, but Smoka gets back in time to make that save, standing tall for the defense of the Pandas. It's gonna be at the midfield line once again. Great demo from Dom. Here comes Hyper. They're going to leave this one maybe for their teammate. It's going to be a flick coming in from Mykopolis. It's going to be just wide, though. Hyper not able to direct that one on either. Keeping the pressure, though, are the Wizards. Up, though, go the Pandas. It's going to be a good chance from Smoka taking a shot. But Mykopolis once again stands tall. And again, we're feeling like this is just going back and forth, which really benefits the Pandas right now.
Yeah, this type of play definitely benefits the Pandas. They have been quick on transitional offense, and with these high-powered, far shots, clears down the field here, it really favors them because they're just in the right position just to clear it again. And, the Wizards, they gotta maybe, I guess, go back to, bumps and demos, but don't overcommit on it. Just a little bump to clear the defender out, because, the Pandas just there defending this one, and the Wizards are going to get a good chance at this one. Hyper can't touch. This one's going to go back the other way. Dom's there to the mid, though. Smoka with it. Smoka's going to take a shot, and Smoka is going to score it. That might be the nail in the coffin of this game here. It's still early, though, to say.
Yeah, lots of time still available to the Wizards, but that is definitely a very good insurance marker for the Pandas. Up 3-1 now in Game 5, as this kickoff will be to the benefit of the Pandas as they chase it into the offensive zone. There it is once again, as that was a good challenge coming in from Woozle. Smoka's going to play that one off the sidewall. It's going to be an upfield pass. Here come the attack of the Wizards. Mykopolis cannot get targeted towards the net on that one. Now 60 seconds left. The Wizards are going to have to find one here pretty soon.
Yeah, they got to find one soon here if they want to get this kickoff goal, or, having more time on the clock. But the Pandas still pressuring this ball. Woozle gets past two, couldn't get past Dom. Smoka is going to go up with it, but Rodin's going to get a good touch down to the Wizards. They got to play defense. They're making them challenge it. They're making them play defense, because if they don't, they're just going to take the shot. And, the Wizards still holding strong here. Still plenty of time they can score here. But the Pandas still pressuring the ball. It's unlikely now. 30 seconds remain. Still Smoka. Good challenge on that one. Up in the air now. Hyper Gonna try and get it around somebody. Down to Dom. No, can't find it. Eroded. Pushing it again. Pass over to Woozle. Can't find it. Great interception. Still 50ing out the midfield. And it now looks very unlikely that the Wizards are gonna win this game.
And especially now with that one, as Smoka puts another one in for good measure. 4-1 the game. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. 4-1 the series here for the Pandas. They're going to secure that win in Game 5. So very good for them to get this finalized, capped off here with Game 5 victory. Hyper, though, is going to try to get something back the other way for the Wizards. It doesn't really seem like they're going to be able to do anything there, as it does. Touchdown. And man, oh man, a tightly contested series, but it goes the way of the Pandas. 4-1.
Yeah, you know what, Chaser, I'm never predicting games again. You know, every time I do, it just feels like it backfires on me. And, you know, I mean, your prediction's wrong, but you're right about the team, you know. But great performance by both teams overall. I am just amazed at both teams in general, even though it was a 4-1 series stat line. It just felt like all the games were very close and well contested at that.
Yeah, it really did. Every single game was so close. It really felt like it could have gone either way. I mean, we had, you know, that, what was it, 3-1 in the first game, and then the 3-0 back the other way for the Wizards. And I thought, man, oh man, this could be just a really hard fought battle for both these teams. And it was. Games 3, 4, and 5, all very tightly contested. And just, you know, Game 5, it just went the way of the Pandas. Every bounce benefited them. And at the end of the day, they come away with that Game 5 as well.
Oh yeah, the great series by the Pandas. So, you know, from the first ring of the bell to the last, you know, the Pandas kept it. You know, they kept it close, they kept it tight, and they figured it out after we talked about, you know, them pushing up more and more in Game 2, and they definitely slowed it down, did their job, and they got the 4-1 win.
Yeah, all right. Well, so 2 series down. We still have 2 more to go. For the next one, we're going to be jumping up to the Premier League. It's going to be some more standard. It's going to be Pirates versus Rhinos. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more minor league esports.